What up, MacPack? Short and sweet video on how Mac's Big Wheel of Fun Dynasty is going to work. Let's move it on over to the wheel cam. Yes, Mac's Big Wheel of Fun. Shout out to Emix for making this. This is going to seem confusing at first, but let me tell you how it works. First of all, before we play a game, we are going to pick 10 offensive plays, 10 defensive plays, and we are going to pick 10 different names to put in for a chance to be the alpha male. Let's talk about the alpha male first. Whoever is in the chat will put their name up in a section here. If for some reason we don't have 10, which could very well likely happen, that's okay. We'll add you to multiple spots to fill up 10. So say Dose is in here, Sin's in here, and Jester's in here. All three of you guys would get 3 spots. I'd put myself in there for the 10th spot. That's how it's going to work. Spin the wheel. This first spin is for the alpha male. Revamped. Congrats. You are the alpha male. What does that mean? That means you are basically the athletic director, the offense and defensive coordinator, and you can make me spin this wheel at any time. But you are going to pick our offensive playbook, our defensive playbook. You are going to pick our uniforms. In the first half, you're the offensive coordinator. You don't necessarily pick every single play we run, but you pick the style we're playing. Are we going up-tempo, 5 wide, air raiding that bitch out and going no huddle? Are we sitting back? Maybe playing conservative, chewing clock, run a little triple option. You pick. Second half, you pick the defense. Are we sitting back in coverage, dropping 8, only bringing 3? Are we playing man, cover 0, blitzing the hell out of him? You pick. There's Hunter in the background. He's excited to get this thing going. All right, so that's one way we spin the wheel. So then also I said that we're going to pick 10 offensive plays and 10 defensive plays. You guys in the chat will help me pick those before the game starts. And you can see we have numbers 1 through 10. Spin in here. Those are related to offense. We spin the wheel. It's play number 2. We will, like I said, before every game, we'll determine what play number 2 is. Chat, you guys can be as brutal as you want, or you can be as nice as you want. Say you pick 10 legit plays. You pick a read option. You pick a triple option. You pick 4 verts. You pick a halfback screen. You pick just an inside zone. Blah, blah, blah. Or you can pick punt. You can pick kick. Punt block, kick, punt, fake, kick, fake field goal, things like that. I will say that we'll at least have 2 legit offensive plays. So if you pick 8 really nasty things to do, unlucky things to do, unfortunate things to do, we're still going to give a 20% chance of having some sort of a actual offensive player in. All right, then we're going to spin this bad boy again. This time it's for defense, and it's associated with the letter. Hard to read, but that letter is actually H. This is actually, for those of you that don't know how the letters in the alphabet work in the numbering system, this goes A through J, J being the 10th letter. But for this one, you can see here our stopper stopped right here for H. And again, we are before the game, we will pick the letters and what plays that they mean. So H could mean punt block. It could mean kick, kick, field goal block. You could pick just straight out punt return. You could pick like an engage 8, whatever terrible plays you want to pick. But again, we would at least go with 2 legit defensive plays, maybe just like a cover 3, cover 2, something like that. So really, it is leaving it up for chance on how I play this game. So that is how the wheel works. Now, when do we use the wheel? Great question. I spin it every quarter, at least myself. So there's at least one time each quarter that we spin it. If maybe I'll spin it when we're on offense in the first quarter, and then the second quarter I'll spin it when we're on defense. Same, and then we'll rotate for third and fourth quarter. There will be a redeemable channel point thing, probably 2,500. For somebody in chat to redeem spin the wheel. No matter when it is in the game, I'm going to spin it. Obviously, if we're on defense, it's a defensive spin. If we're on offensive, it's an offensive spin. So that's the way it's going to work. Last but not least, the alpha wolf that we talked about earlier in this, which would be revamped in this situation. He can pick at least one time a series if we want when to spin the wheel. So the alpha can really screw us over, or at least try to screw us over. Once a series, every offense or defensive series, the alpha at any time, no channel point redemption necessary. They pick when we spin the wheel. All we have to do is put exclamation point alpha for when that alpha wants to spin the wheel, and that's how it works. So, guys, I appreciate you hanging out. I tried to make this short and sweet, but this is how we're rocking and rolling with our Max Big Wheel of Fun Dynasty. See you in the live stream.